All right, well, happy Saturday, everyone. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing weekend. Got a lot planned to do in the lawn. And today, as promised on the live stream last night, the plan is to verticut, to do a lot of work to the lawn. So as far as what I've got going on here, I've got the verticutter. I've got various cartridges as well set up. So you see we got the soil roller, the turf rake, the outlet's out. We got you know, some Essential G's. It's going to go down. Some Humax is going to go down after we're done. So a lot planned for today. I haven't cried this morning, so it's going to be a fun time. So guys, the way we're going to try and do this, right, is I'm going to, I'll have the mic on so you'll be able to hear me, and I'll also have it on my phone, so I'll check it here and there. For the most part, I'm just going to talk through what I'm doing, and I'll just come back here to the laptop here periodically to make sure that everything is good, to see if you guys have any questions, and we can go from there. So as far as the sequence goes, right? So what you see here, I've got the verticutting cartridge. This is going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting today. If you look at this camera angle, so whenever I move over to the verticutter, we're going to be first cutting the lawn lengthwise. So we're going to be cutting it first. We're going to be verticutting it first like this, in this direction, so back and forth this way, and then I will finish up with a verticut this way. So I'm going to do everything. Right now the mower is set up for cutting, so I'll go through the height adjustments. You'll be able to see everything, and yeah, let's get to it. If you guys have any questions, definitely drop them in there. Should be a fun time. Again, it's just me. I don't have any help today, so it's just me running the cameras and running everything. So bear with me if there is you know, any delays. It takes longer for me to get to your questions and that kind of thing. All right, so this is what we have here in the live stream. First of all, we've got Papa Mo's Low popping in saying, good morning, Ron. What's going on, Papa Mo's Low? Hopefully you're doing well, sir. We also got Lindrick Butler saying good morning. Vahid Navi saying good morning. What's going on, Vahid? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. It says, hope everything goes well with you and your family. Yeah, man, thank you for that. Guys, I want to make sure the audio is coming through okay. If I'm a little bit too loud or too low, let me know and I can adjust that. I think we're okay, but I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me all right. All right, then Kavih says, I have a core aeration question. Sure, let's do this real quick. I can do that and I'll get to it. Because can I do core aeration on my cool season lawn right now? Here's the thing, I don't have cool season grass. From what I do know about cool season grass, though, is that you guys are entering the season now where the temperatures are getting higher, so the lawn is starting to see a bit more stress. So I don't know that now is really the best time of the year to aerate it. What I would say is this: look at your lawn. If it's doing well, if your lawn is doing well to you know, where it's still growing, you're not seeing any signs of heat stress, and you want to do an aeration, maybe in that case. But if it's seeing any kind of stress where the temperatures are causing it to begin losing its color a little bit, I mean, we're still in May, so that really shouldn't be the case yet, then I would hold off. So really let how your lawn looks be your guide as far as whether or not you core aerate this time of year. This morning I am going to be doing some aeration work. So I'm going to be solid tine aerating. Let me get this off the screen so you guys can see it. I'm going to be solid tine aerating with, where is the scene so I can change it? Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'll come back to this camera. Again, I'm doing this on my laptop, which is different to, there we go. Which is different to my my normal rig inside. Okay, so yeah, so whenever I'm aerating today, I'm going to be using the solid tine aerator, this cartridge on the outlet. So this is going to go in. So as far as the sequence goes, we're going to first get the cutting cartridge out. We're going to put the verticutter in here. I'll do the adjustment on my outlet. I go up 16 clicks, so 16 clicks on both sides. That is the correct height for me for verticutting, for sorrel rolling, and for turf raking. So verticutting first, then solid tine aeration, and then finally, not finally, but then a turf rake, and then finally we put the cutting cartridge back in, do a cleanup mow, and make it look beautiful. All right, that's the plan. Okay, so let's see if there's any one last question before I move on to what you guys have to say. I think we're looking pretty good. All right, since your lawn is thriving, it's doing all right. It's not bad. You guys want to see a shot of it before we mess it all up? So you can see here. This is what she looks like there, and this is the rest of it. That's what it currently looks like. And the idea behind verticutting is over here, especially on the right side of the lawn is starting to really thicken up. So the idea is to prevent any kind of cutting issues, I'm going to lightly verticut it. Again, passes in a couple of directions, and that's going to, you know, to thin it out. And believe it or not, that's also going to encourage new growth and help the lawn that looks good now look even better in a week or two once it bounces back and recovers. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is pulling the existing cartridge out. So first things first, the mower's off, throw the kickstand back, and then as far as this, we're just going to undo the one, I guess the bolt that holds the cartridge in. That's the nice thing about this mower. It's literally just one bolt that holds the entire unit in. So pull that out, pull and lift, and this guy comes out. Move this over here. It's heavy. Because it's gonna be the last one we go back to. And I'll get the verticutting cartridge off the table and drop this guy in. So as far as the verticutter goes, so you guys can see this, you see it's just sharp teeth spaced about an inch and a quarter apart. This is going to gently cut vertical channels in the turf, gonna help thin it out and encourage new growth. So we'll just drop this guy in here, like so. That's it. Good. I'm gonna tip this back a little bit so I can align it. And we're in. Cool. Lock it down. And then as far as the cultivation depth, some of you guys are probably gonna be asking me that, like what depth am I verticutting to? So I set this up to where it's cutting at 2 to 3 millimeters. That's where I set mine. So that's, and as far as when I've measured this in the past, I'm gonna be going up 16 clicks to accomplish that. So turning this counterclockwise, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool, they both clock the same way. We're set to verticut, that's it. So we'll power the mower up. Now, as far as what I'm gonna be doing for my patterns, remember, I'm trying to get double wides lengthwise too. So These passes will be going in this, the first one will be going this way in this direction, and then these two will come back this way. So one last check here before we get rolling, and we'll get to it. Let's see if you guys have anything here. So let's see. Let's see, Mapolo is low. I look forward to verticutting my lawn the first time. Yep, no worries. It's a lot of fun. Just go gentle, go easy. And it says, what's your watering regimen look like this time of year? It's only now that I'm starting to pick it up. Really, it's only if I don't get rainfall, it's 2 days out of the week. 2 days out of the week is when I'm putting water on the lawn. I haven't really had to water that much because we've been getting regular rain. Morning, Quincy. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for coming to hang out in the live stream. All right, so let's get to verticutting. So we'll switch cameras like this. We're good to go. All right, so one of the best parts about this mower is one of the best parts about using this mower for verticutting is one of the simplest and silliest things about this mower. It's like a feature that Al probably doesn't care about, but it's the fact that it has this. If you verticut a lawn without some way to catch all the debris, it makes the process a lot less fun. So let me back this out of the way here, and we can get rolling. So my kickstand up. That's it. So let's start our first pass going here on this guy. And as far as what's coming out of the lawn, I'll show you guys here in a second. Give you a look. All right, so that's 2 passes, or 4 passes rather, right there, and this is what I'm looking like for debris. So you can see what's coming out is some of this thatch, some of this ugly stuff. All it's doing is lightly cutting some of the thick runners is what we're getting there, and that's the idea behind verticutting. You really don't want to go too aggressive, get down into the dirt. You should notice there's no soil or anything whatsoever in this. It's just the grass clippings, which is exactly what you want. All right, empty this out. We'll keep doing it. So now that I've gone down this way, I'll double back and start my next pass on this line. So this is, to your guys' angle, dark strike number 1. So now I'm gonna skip this one right here, and go down away, and they'll come back and fill this one here in when I'm done. Now the second one going away from us. And then coming back. And hopefully you guys are seeing from the angle that the stripes are getting already showing up a bit better, right? You should already be seeing a lot more definition to them than was there before. Again, all those passes, if you look here, just just some light debris, right? Just the stolons, just some of the runners. We're just trying to encourage new growth. And when I'm finished turf raking this and mowing it, you will be able to tell that it was verticut. It's gonna look a little bit thinner, but it's not gonna be a night and day difference to where the lawn looks like it was just, you know, it was in a bar fight and lost. You know what I mean? That's not what you're going for whenever you verticut. You're not looking to carve, to beat the lawn up so much and do a lot of damage to it. So let me move the camera now so you guys can see me do the rest of it. Let's check in here real quick, see if you have any questions. All right. So we got a super chat from Mr. Michael Fetty. Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. I appreciate that. There we go. Thank you so much, Michael. And I don't have my sound bar to be able to give you the sound effect, but again, I really do appreciate the super chat. Actually, I do. Yeah, I do. Cool. There we go. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. He says, I just got into lawn care in April. Used the service before that. Honestly, it's so much fun with DIY and learning about everything. Lots of cool stuff. It is. It's tons of fun. It is a whole lot of fun. It's not a way to necessarily save money, because when you really get into it, you end up actually spending more. But it is fun. I will agree with you on that. Oh my God, Brett's Grass Page says, "Calm down and do my lawn next." I'll tell you what, if you could Thanos snap and get all my equipment down there, and where I can get back and bring it all back, I wouldn't mind. I don't think your lawn is that big. It wouldn't take us too long to do it. You see, I got my extra batteries here, so whenever I'm ready to swap out, we'll be good to go. Court O says, "I've never heard of verticutting, I admit." Yeah, so think about verticutting, it's vertical mowing, and the idea is, you know, with Bermuda, the nice thing about Bermuda is also one of the bad things about Bermuda whenever you start real mowing it. As it tends to get thicker and it starts to spread, you can start running into cutting issues, and the idea behind verticutting is to take all the stolons, all the surface runners, and cut those, which is going to thin out the lawn a little bit, is going to allow the mower to still do a good job cutting the turf, and believe it or not, it's actually going to encourage new growth. Because if you got a long runner, right, and you cut it into pieces, when you do that, you're increasing, or you're encouraging the runners to tack down and start growing from this new location. So you're actually encouraging new growth. The lawn will actually thicken up, or will thicken up once it recovers from verticutting. So it's a great thing to do to your lawn. I think once per month if you have the ability to do it. But you can also accomplish the same thing or something similar anyway, if you just scalp your lawn. So if you do like a mid-season scalp, say the end of June-ish or so, then you can accomplish similar results, but it's going to look uglier because you're going to be cutting a whole lot off. When you're done with verticutting, you really shouldn't see too much of a visual difference in the lawn once it's all done. Actually, guys, I'm going to put some bags on this tent. I want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, because we just got a big gust of wind here, so make sure it stays put. That would be bad, right? That would be bad to have this fly away on me. All right, okay, so let's get back to it. I got a lot to do. I'll chat and listen to your answer your questions along the way, but I really want to make sure that I make progress here, because I got a lot to get done. Let me see if there's any other comments. Welcome from Poland. Let's go. What's going on in Poland? And then Garrett Ricker says, "Does the grass height matter?" Does it matter? I mean, yes, yeah, it does. I mean, it's easier. Most time verticutting is done on shorter turf grass. Like, you don't. I'm not sure you couldn't do it, but I've never heard of anyone like verticutting fescue or verticutting like St. Augustine if it's grown tall. It's typically something that you see done on shorter cut turf grass, so an inch or under. It's something that you see that's really done on golf courses in the professional turf industry, again, to just to help prevent cutting problems and also encourage new growth in the lawn. All right, so let's move the camera, and so I can give you guys a better angle. I think this will all continue working. I've got this guy on battery power, so it should still work. Let's hope. Let's hope. All right, you guys can come with me for a ride. So we're gonna take this and move it to this angle, so you guys will be able to see what's going on. So you guys can see my rig, everything I got going here to be able to do this live stream. It's a lot more work than you guys would imagine. All right, I think that looks pretty good. we'll take a little less sky and a little more mower. How about that? And get you guys leveled off. That looks good to my eye. I'm sure you guys will let me know if it's if there's something else, if I need to adjust anything. So we'll go with that. I think that's pretty good. All right, cool. We're all locked off. Light looks good, doesn't look too blown out. I'm gonna bring you guys down just a touch. I think we're good to go there. All right, so let me check. Is all good? Can you guys still hear me? All good. If everything's still good, I got my phone here. Just give me a thumbs up to let me know that you guys can still hear. I didn't break anything when I moved the camera. Hopefully I didn't. Let's see. Quincy Williams says, Ron, why are you striping during the vertical cutting when you mow right after? We're just trying to understand. Yeah, so that's a great question. So the striping is a function of just the mower. I mean, I couldn't help but getting the lawn to stripe. Using this mower, it's going to stripe if I run over it with that mower. The idea behind verticutting and verticutting in such a way that I get double wides in this direction is I really want to mow the lawn this way and also this way, and I want a nice checkerboard pattern. And the way I get that is by setting that through verticutting, through turf raking, through my mowing practices. So whenever I'm mowing the lawn this way, I'm making passes over the same lines. And when I'm mowing the lawn this way, I'm making passes over the same line. So that's why you're seeing the stripes whenever I verticut. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, you guys can still hear me. Let's get back to it. All right. So I left off. I did one this way. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna cheat. We're gonna come back and I'll make a pass along. All right. Do my best to miss the tent. So now this is the first dark stripe coming towards you guys. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip a line. So I've got one coming this way. I'm gonna skip over one mower's width to the first light stripe going this way. And then when I come back, I'll fill this in. So you end up just making overlapping ovals sort of whenever you're cutting this way, when you're trying to do double wides. Good stuff. You guys have any good plans for the weekend? Anyone barbecuing? Having friends, family over? Thanking a veteran? All right. Now we have the second wide going back this in the away, and then we'll just cut back. And it's just the same process. Rinse and repeat over and over and over. And the mower, you guys will notice when I get to the end of a pass, the mower slows down. I have a button where I can slow it down. And when I do that, I'm able to basically just let the mower do the work as far as turning itself. So I'm not having to really muscle it. For the most part, I just hold down the bail bar, push to my right, and the mower, well in this case I'm pushing to my left and the mower turns itself. So you'll watch here when I'm doing a whip turn going back this way, I'll push the mower this way. We'll go to the slow mode, turn, bail bar down, and it turns itself. You could do it with one hand if you wanted to. All right, so our catcher is full. Let me show you guys what I'm working with here. Show you all the debris, as the Brits like to say. All right, so that's what's coming out of the lawn. Look at all that, some of this thatch and, you know, not so great material. What you find is that a lot of bright green grass isn't coming out of it. It's a lot of the lower stuff that's coming out of the lawn as part of verticutting. So empty this out and keep going. All right. And back to it. Let's see if there's any questions. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna try and look at the live stream while I do this. All right, so, oh, that's not working out so well. Let's see, Vahid Navi, everyone is confirming they can hear me. That's good. Tonight, we're going to Ed Sheeran tonight. Cool, sounds like fun. Should be a good concert. Should be a good concert. And Cedric G's in the house. He says, "Big Ron, that mower is too quiet, very smooth." Yeah, man, it is quiet. The thing is, it is if you set it up properly. If you're too aggressive with how tight you use the screw that holds the cutting cartridge in place, you can actually get it to make noise. So it's like anything else. It's in all how you set the mower up. Sorry for the wind noise. Not much I can do about that. And what you guys will see here, I'm gonna move the camera over so you guys can get a little closer to the action. Give me 1 sec here. After this pass, I'll move the camera. Yeah, you'll be able to see. I'll move the camera, I'll answer a few questions. Give me 1 sec. All right, let's pause there and give you guys a better view. He says, "Wow, I never experienced it. That's a lot of thatch. Never expected that." Yeah, I mean, that's one of the best parts about it, right? It helps reduce thatch, a lot of any dead debris. Madam Pass reads, "I can only dream of getting my lawn like that." That's not true. That's not true. You absolutely could get your lawn to look like this. It's just a whole lot of work. It's a whole lot of work. All right, so we're going to move the mower now. Move the camera now. I'll show you guys what the stripe action is looking like. So, if you look here, hopefully that's coming through all right. You guys are able to see the results of, and again, that's just verticutting. So we're in pretty good shape. You can see how they're a lot more defined. Let me stop down a little bit. Yeah, you guys can see how much better defined the stripes look, and in general, it's a good thing to do for your lawn. If you have the ability to do it once monthly, that's great. I mean, if you can only do this once a season, you're going to see some benefits from verticutting. So I'm going to move this over a little more, give you guys a better shot. I think we are good there. Make sure the camera is good and it's good and solid. All right. So let's see. So Quality Assurance Man says, "I have voles in my yard. What is the best way to get rid of them?" So voles, I think voles are little mice, right? So as far as I can give you advice on moles, I don't know if the same advice is going to really hold true for voles. For moles, it would be eliminate their food source, set traps, make sure you're not overwatering the lawn. You pretty much just make your lawn less hospitable to them to encourage them to move on to somewhere else. With voles, I'm not sure if that same advice would hold true. I mean, cats, get a cat, that will make life for the voles quite a bit worse, right? They don't like being attacked, so there is that will help. But outside of that, I don't have any more advice for you really on voles quality insurance, man. Guys, feel free to keep the questions coming. I'm gonna get back here to verticutting, and I'll just check in here periodically. And if you guys have any questions, I'll pause and take them. All right, so pull back a little bit, start up the verticutter, and we're off. You know what, I might just so I don't bore you guys to death, I might just do the verticutting just in one direction, just like this, and then turf rake it and then mow it, because otherwise you guys have to sit here and watch me verticut this way, and it's gonna add, 45 minutes, an hour to this thing that you guys probably don't wanna watch, because once you've seen this much of it, you've seen what the process looks like. So let's do that. But I'll save the full Monty the way I normally would do it for next month. And what I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna verticut just lengthwise. Then we'll switch to the turf rake. I'm sorry. Then we'll switch to the roller, roll it, and aerate it, and then we'll turf rake it, and then we'll mow it. How about that? So a little more respectful of you guys' time. And you're seeing most of what's gonna happen with verticutting from what I'm doing here. Yep, quite a bit of debris coming out. Empty this out and get back to it. But the key for any of you guys that have allets, right, the first time you do this, like, go light. Remember, you can always make another pass that's more aggressive, but if you go too aggressive to start, there's not a whole lot you can do to put the grass back, right? So go light when you're starting out, go easy. Multiple light passes is fine. There's no reason to get too aggressive because, again, you own the equipment, you can do it whenever you want. Back this way. And when we turf rake, you know what? Actually, what I think we'll do is I'll turf rake in the same direction too. I'll turf rake lengthwise as well. And then when I mow, I'll mow in the direction that I want the stripes to be in. How about that? We can take a vote. I'll let you guys weigh in on which direction you guys want me to mow in. It might be good to see all of it in one direction, right, though? The verticutting, the turf raking, the verticutting, the soil rolling, and the mowing all in one direction. You can see how it transforms from kind of messy to a lot less messy once I'm done, right? That might be a good idea. Maybe we'll do it that way. But yeah, the outlet's a lot of fun to use. It's easy, quiet. I mean, if you set it up properly and once you get used to it, it really does all the work. It really does all the work. See if there are any comments here. Good morning, T1000. This is diagonal stripes would be cool. Diags would be cool. Probably not today. Was it T1000 that asked that? Probably not today, because what I'm really going for is trying to get these double wides lengthwise burnt in. So I'm not going to introduce another mowing pattern just yet. See what else we've got going on here. Cool. So guys, for anyone that's just joining the live stream now, what I'm doing is my end of the month maintenance before I fertilize. And what that entails is a light verticut, soil rolling, so like not hollow tine, like solid tine aeration to open the canopy up a little bit. Whenever I put down my granular fertilizer, my Essential G, it's going to help fast track it into the soil. A turf rake to clean up the debris that's still left on the lawn, because as you guys can see, even though you have the grass catcher, there's still quite a bit of debris that gets thrown into the lawn as a part of verticutting. So the turf rake is going to clean that up, and then we'll mow it and be done, right? We're done with the outlet anyway, and then it's just putting down the products. And this is enjoying it until enjoying the lawn until the end of June. That'll be all the heavy lifting. And the basket is about full, so time to empty. If you guys want to see, anyone that just joined, if you want to see what's coming out of the lawn from all this work, I'll show you guys really quick. Let us see. Morning, Doug 350Z. Morning, Jackie. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming to hang out. And that's what's coming out of the lawn. That's the debris that's coming out from the verticutting. Right, a lot of the stolons, like some dead material that's just sitting in the lawn. All that, cleaning all this stuff out also helps with the color, right? Because you figure if you don't have all this dead brown stuff in there, it's easier for the green, for the fresh growth to really show through, and the stripes look better, color looks better. Just tons of benefits. The only negative to verticutting is the time it takes. The time it takes is your biggest, in my opinion, the biggest negative. But it's totally worth it, given how the lawn looks once you are done with all the work. It's a great thing you can do for your lawn. And again, if you don't have access to a verticutter, you can do a reset. If you can do a mile scalp in the month of June, that'll help reset things. And if you're having cutting issues, we'll correct that. All right. After this pass, I'll move the camera so you guys can get a little better shot. So I'm not so much out in the middle of nowhere. Looks like hot garbage. So let's make it look like less hot garbage. Move you over. You can see the stripe action there. Give you guys a little look here. You can see how those are coming in. Not bad, right? Not bad if I do say so myself. Even this off, level off here. And let me go up on this leg. Cool. All right, and we are set. All right. Kind of like that. What do you guys think? It works? Looks good? I think so. I think we can work with that. See if there's any questions you guys have. Let's see here. Higgy Pop says, Robbie Patel says the grass looks really nice. Thank you so much, Rob. Appreciate it. Greg Lyon says, would you recommend that my own, I guess, lawn is wet before putting headway G down, getting some corn circles about the size of golf balls in the front yard? Yeah, so I mean, the big thing is if you're gonna water, it doesn't really matter as much if you're gonna water it in afterwards. So if the lawn's got a little damp, if it's a little bit damp in the morning from dew, if you want to go ahead and put a headway down, not really gonna matter if you're gonna run irrigation right afterwards and wash it down into the soil. So if you're gonna irrigate, yes. If you're not gonna irrigate, then I would let it dry out a bit. Let's see here. Next up, KBO315 says, do you manage a budget regarding lawn expenses? Not really. I just kind of do it. I just kind of give the lawn what it needs. So no. Let's see. Vahid says, if you check your email, you can see my lawn pictures. I can't right now because I am out here. My laptop's over there, so I can't do that just yet. Archie Amos says, good evening, morning, young man. How deep should the rake be? So I set the turf rake and the verticutter up at the same cultivation depth, 2 to 4 millimeters. That's 2 millimeters is really about as aggressive as you want to get. I might save 2 millimeters for end of June when it's really hot and the lawn's going to recover faster. This month, if you're doing it now, end of May, you go set it to 4. You'll still get a pretty good result, and you won't be putting as much stress into the turf. Mark Romano, aloha at 4 a.m. in the morning. It says having some video and audio issues. Okay, yeah, so some of the problem is probably that I'm moving this further out. Let me see if I can get this a little closer to you guys. Sorry. Let's do this. 1 second. 1 sec. I can move this in a little bit closer. This that'll probably help, but it's going to means you're gonna see me walk out of the frame a little bit, but I mean that should help the audio issues. So hopefully that makes it better. Sorry about that. That's part of what happens with the what happens when you're using a wireless camera. All right, so hopefully that's better. If it's better, give me a thumbs up. If the audio is better, give me a thumbs up, and we'll keep it going. Jay now says, what convinced you to buy an Allet mower? So I got 2 questions, one from Doug, one from Thing. So I can do that I can answer those while I'm talking. So what convinced me to buy an Allet? I wanted the ability to verticut the lawn, to do some of the practices, like the big thing is verticutting, being able to verticut without making a big mess in the process. And the opportunity came along to be able to pick one up. Granted, these things are super expensive, but it was still got a decent deal. Which way did I go? Yeah, so I'm going back this way now. I got a pretty decent deal, so I jumped at it. And just the fact that it's not just a mower, because mowing in itself, I mean, mowing is really important, right? But it's not the only thing that's important to getting the lawn looking its absolute best, especially when you get to lower cutting heights. You know what I mean? So it's one thing to have an awesome mower. Like if you look at even golf courses, they'll have like a Greensmaster or a shed full of Deeres or GMs, but they'll also have verticutting equipment. So in the DIY space, we don't talk about that as much because it's frankly less convenient. There's not a lot of good options for doing it, but it is important. Like if you go and talk to any of your local golf course supers, they'll tell you that verticutting is something that they do fairly regularly for the same reasons, right? It helps the turf grass to do better. As far as the question, I think it was Doug asked about prodiamine, does it need to be applied to a dry lawn? Again, the idea behind prodiamine is that you're going to water it in after application. So if you're spraying the liquid, if you're doing the granular and you're not going to water it in right away, then yeah, I would prefer the lawn be dry than wet whenever you apply it. If you're going to water it in right after you apply it, which is what you really should be doing, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the lawn's already a little bit wet prior to you applying the prodiamine. You know what I mean? Doesn't really matter. Let's see, are my audio issues worse or better? Let's see what you guys are saying. Better now from No Name. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. No Name says it's better now. The guy says better now. Okay, good. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. the antenna's pointed away from the base over there, which is why the little audio issue. So I fixed that. So hopefully it does better now. Hopefully it performs better for you guys. And once again, the grass catcher is full. So let's empty you out. All this yuckiness getting out of the lawn. I wish you guys could walk on this. The thing about this is that you look at it, right, and you say, oh, it looks really nice and it's plush, but believe it or not, the lawn is very firm. It's actually very, like, I mean, I can jump on it, but it's not, there's no part of it that's really spongy. If you compare like what I'm walking on now to like over there by the rocks, you guys can't, I mean, hopefully you can make it out behind the rocks there where I can't get any of the mowing equipment. If I walk on the grass back there, it is noticeably spongier. Like when I walk on, I mean, it feels nice, but you can noticeably feel my feet kind of like sinking in because of the thatch that's there that's not here. So if you guys could actually walk on this, it feels nice, but it's firm. It's really firm. So let me go empty this out. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. See if we have any other questions while I'm walking over here to empty out the grass clippings. Jeff H says audio is great. Cool, thanks, man. Sorry about that. I had whenever I moved it, the camera, or the antenna got pointed in the wrong direction, which is not good. Alrighty. Any other questions? What do you guys do in your lawns this weekend? You guys mowing? Hopefully you're not just watching me. Okay, let's see, Jay Johnson's a good question. He says, hey Ron, I have Bermuda grass and I'm getting seed heads. Well, seed heads are a common thing this time of year. It's completely normal. What they are is a stress response from the grass as it starts seeing more temperatures. Like right now we're transitioning out of cool temperatures to warmer temperatures. So as a stress response, the grass begins throwing off seed heads as a way of like survival, right? As a way of like sending out babies to try and ensure that it doesn't die off. On most lawns, assuming they're getting enough water and there's enough nutrient in the soil, it's normally a 2 to 3 week problem. So on my lawn about 2 weeks ago, I had a lot more seed heads than I do like today. There's hardly anything in it compared to how it was a couple weeks ago. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that you just ride it out. You know, get a soil test done, make sure that your nutrient levels are where they should be. Make sure the lawn's getting enough water, and if you're doing those things, the seed heads will go away on their own in 2 to 3 weeks. Keep mowing it. The one thing though is that a mistake that people think is that if you mow it shorter, that's a way to get rid of the seed heads. Not really. What will happen is they'll just grow closer and closer to the surface. So, I mean, grass is pretty adaptable. If you cut it short, the seed heads are just going to grow very short. If you look at my live stream from maybe two weeks ago, in there's a section where I actually show seed heads in my lawn, and again, there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. Well, like I say, the one thing that can help, in addition to ensuring that it's getting enough water, proper nutrient, is if you use growth regulator, if you use Primo Max, that will help suppress seed heads. That's one of the labeled uses for the product. It's not going to get rid of them altogether, but it is going to make it to where they are less visual in the lawn. So, you know, that's something else you can do as well. But again, it's a 2 to 3 week problem, man. I really wouldn't get too wrapped around the axle around it. Like all the lawns around here have that going on. So nothing really to get too concerned about. All right, guys, we're almost done. I got like 2 or 3 more passes here, and then we will be done with the verticutting. We'll switch over to the sorrel roller. I'll take you guys back over the patio and show you that. That's going to be fun. And then we will turf rake. And then we will mow. And then we will apply Essential G. And then we will apply Humic Max. And that will be it. That'll be the end of work today. And then tomorrow I'll run irrigation. I don't know, maybe this afternoon I'll run irrigation. Just depends. I was gonna also spray the lawn or show you guys doing that, but all my equipment is on the table, and I don't really want to have a bunch of water on the lawn, on the around the table when I have my laptop and other expensive stuff there. So no, you guys will not get to see me mix up my liquid fertilizer in Primo, but you guys have seen me do that before in the past. All right, so the verticutting is all done. Let me show you guys the carnage, the result of what we got going on here. So this is helpful if the camera's level on. Let's go like that. Cool. So this is what we are dealing with. So where we started, and this is what it looks like. So again, it's really not bad, right? I mean, if you look at it, you'll see some debris on the lawn, but it doesn't look terrible, right? For someone that's standing across the street, they're not gonna so I can leave the camera here, and we'll get with doing that. So let's move you guys back down here, and we'll swap to the to the sorrel roller. So you know what? Let me bring it in so you guys can actually see me do it. No reason to have it all the way out here when I can bring it in closer, give you guys a better view of what we're dealing with. All right, so there. All right, looks good. Cool, love it. Good. All right, so thing one is we're going to first get rid of this, get rid of all the debris, and we're going to replace the verticutting cartridge with the solid tine roller. We don't need this anymore because there's not going to be any debris coming out, so we can set this aside. I'll get my gloves because this guy is heavy. So this is going to be here. Let me walk this out. All right. So you can see this is not your traditional core aerator. It's got solid like 2-inch spikes that will punch holes into the soil. So whenever I go out and I put down Essential G and also the humic max, the fertilizer, it helps fast track it in the soil. It gets in the soil where it needs to be, not on top of the grass, right? All right. So thing one, turn off. Safety first, right? Turn off the mower. Back this. The one screw that holds all this in out, like so. Pull you out and then lift with your knees. All right, so this is out. And then next up is going to be the solid tine aerator. So this guy goes in like so. Goes in like this. I think, let me see here. Is that right? Nope, that's wrong. It goes in like this. All right, slide you, tip you back. Slide this in. Let's do it like this. Like so. Okay, all seated, and then in. Good. And then this guy will lock it down. Guys, you have to give me like 2 seconds. I gotta run inside and grab some other, some more sandbags. I got the 4 that I brought out here for this are right now holding the tent in place. So give me 1 second. You guys can see the orange bottom there? That's holding the tent in place. So I need to run inside and grab some sandbags. In the meanwhile, I'll give you guys that shot. Give me like 20 seconds. I will be right back. Ooh, Monaco. All right. Alrighty, so we got our sandbags to add some weight to the front of the roller. Right here, these guys, and I got one more here that I'm going to put to keep holding this tent where it needs to be. I don't want it moving around. Okay, so each of these are 45 pounds. This helps the roller to get down into the turf. So you just add 45 pounds hanging off the front of it, and we're good to go. So let's move the camera back now and give you guys a better shot here. All right. Just to, actually, you know what? No. Let's do all of it. I'll just finish up with this. So we're gonna come back to like right here. All right. So this is not, before I get the question, I'm not sure if I've gotten it as yet, but I'll try and head it off. This is not as good as core aeration, but it's, in my case, it's free because my mower comes with the equipment to do it, so I don't have to rent anything. All right, let's see here. It says, how do I verticut, from Alex? I do it, oh crap, so let me see. Sorry guys, I wasn't trying to delete your messages. That was like a butt delete, sorry about that. Sorry. Much better. How do I verticut? Once per month. What are you doing with all the clippings? They get thrown out. Let's see, no name. Guys, I will make sure I turn the phone off. I accidentally deleted a bunch of stuff because it was in my pocket and was rubbing against it, so I deleted some things. I'm sorry about that. So, no name asked, does Alex get mad that he can't hear that you have fired up the mower? He just walks outside and sees the fresh stripes? No, he does. I mean, he's down with it. He, you know, he is, you know, he already knows I'm out here. He keeps a pretty good bead on what's going on. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Let me switch back to this main one here. Let me take a sip before we go back to work. Switch to this cam. All right. Let me see. Can I replace, undelete? I can't undelete stuff, sorry. Let's see, so we got rain this weekend. Yep, no, I hear you there. I hear you there, Doug, on that. Another question, another point, what do you do with the clippings, compost, or trash, recycle? They go in the trash. They go in the trash is what happens to them. Phyllis, sorry, I accidentally deleted your message. You said, I use the Sun Joe scarifier on my Bermuda lawn, but never bag the dead grass. Yeah, so I do recommend, yes, I do recommend that you do that. So if you are going to verticut, or turf rake, I do recommend that you bag the clippings. Like, you don't want to clean all that stuff out of the lawn and then throw it right back in the lawn. That's kind of defeating the purpose. So yes, I would recommend that you do that. So hopefully, see here, it says lost you. Yeah, I should be back. No name. I should be back. It says, do you have the smaller outlet? I do. It's in my office. It's in my office. Let's see here. It says, you ever need a weed? You guys are funny. It says, if you ever need a weed-ridden, fungus-patched centipede grass over a sand acre and a half for a project, come to Conway, South Carolina. He says, come to my lawn next. So yard's looking fire. I appreciate that, guys. Let's see. We're back. All right. So cool. So let's get back out. Let's get back out to the lawn and get to doing the aeration. Okay, So the nice thing about this is there's nothing to clean out, so it's just running the mower back and forth over the lawn. It doesn't take nearly as much, it's a little bit faster because you're not really having to stop. All right, so power up the mower, and I got some debris here. I'm gonna clean this out, get rid of that. Some stuff here that fell off, some clippings that fell. Let's get rid of that. Throw my gloves back on, and let's get to it. Bum, 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 bum. And that's all the sound you hear whenever you're using the sorrel roller. And away we go. And what this guy is doing, I'll see if I can show you guys a shot of it after I'm done, but it's punching little holes in the lawn. What's cool about this is literally when you set it down, the mower just kind of tracks straight because the teeth bite in. It's almost like I don't know, like a cruise control. It makes it track really nice and straight. If you do this, if you have a mower that can do this, like I don't know if the Sterling doesn't have like a bail bar, or doesn't have like a bar in the front, so it's gonna be harder to do, but if you have the ability to put some weight on the front of it, it's a good idea. It's gonna help the tines to penetrate the turf a bit better. And we swing it around. And again, by verticutting, by sorrel rolling, and then ultimately when we finish up with this, by turf raking in the same direction, on the same lines, you're really able to define those stripes and get them looking fire, get them really burnt in. You guys are likely seeing the stripes are getting a bit more defined here. Like this dark stripe coming towards us, to my eye, is looking really nice. We'll see if we have enough battery. I should have enough battery to hopefully do the entire lawn with the sorrel roll. I wasn't on a fresh charge this morning when I started out, so those on the table are brand new. So I may have to some debris. Those on the table are brand new, so I'm gonna have to swap to those here in a little bit. We'll see if we're able to make it through sorrel rolling the lawn with the amount of charge that we got left. All right, back it up. Actually, there's nothing to turn in. Away we go. And because, again, the question you guys might have about the solid tine rolling is how often can you do it? Again, because this is not aggressive, if you had the time, you could do it every month if you wanted. You could do it monthly. You could do it, what I'm doing here, this could be your end of the month or beginning of the month routine. Strictly necessary? No. But is the turf gonna benefit from it? Yeah. Because, you guys see everything the lawn's going through, and it doesn't, with all of everything it's been through already, right? With verticutting and whatnot, it still looks really good. It doesn't look like it's been torn and shredded to bits. So it's light. The big thing is any of these practices you're doing is light, very light. You want to minimize injury so that the lawn bounces back faster. And again, it doesn't hurt that I have Bermuda grass, right? Bermuda just this time of year just really starts to take off and start growing aggressively. So having Bermuda doesn't hurt from a standpoint of doing all this type of work to it and having it recover faster. Let's see if we have any questions. Actually, I gotta take my glove off. All right. I've answered the question already about recycling. Let's see. Yard is looking fire. Are those ego batteries or third party? They. Oh crap! I forgot to switch camera. Sorry. I'll fix it. My bad. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. Sorry. All right. All right. Are they ego batteries or third party? They are Greenworks commercial. Sorry about that, guys. They're Greenworks commercials. So, yep. All right. Let me. Which way did I just come? See, this is the problem whenever I stop. This is. I gotta go back this way. We're gonna go back. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go this way. So I'm done. This is the next pass. Right there. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Sorry. One day I'll be able to hire a producer and then that kind of stuff won't happen. I'll have someone whose job it is just to sit in front of the camera the entire time. So my bad. I'm sorry. With the Greenworks commercial, I'll show you guys here in a second what the batteries are like. I'll actually roll over there and swap the batteries in front of you so you can see what that process is like. Stripes are coming in nice, man. I gotta say, I dig it. I like how they're looking. I do like how they're looking. All right, let me move the camera so you guys can get a better view. Let's pause real quick here and also check where I'm on charge. Plenty, 68% according to the meter. So we got plenty of battery left. Let's move this over. Sorry about having the camera out of frame, guys. My bad. All right, we're gonna move over here to
back. Yay. All right, cool. Can you pop them back on? Let's see if you pop back in, and it looks like it's back. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Can you see that okay? If you can see it here, give me a thumbs up. On my phone. From there, so let's give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear it right. So if you want to pop in. We're probably could be the bit rate. Yeah, but the thing is, we are still 30 seconds. We're 30 seconds behind the stream. So you don't know. I sound like a robot.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, there you go. We sound like a demon talking to a spirit. Let's see. Sound like a demon talking to a stereo. Choppy still. Still, that should be better now. Let's do this. And look and wave to them. It still sounds choppy? Let's see, I just moved the antenna so it should. Choppy? All right, one second guys. I'm gonna reboot the, so Alex, on that camera, can you turn the Aerating off and back onto the receiver on the back, that little with two antennas sticking up? On the left side of it, you'll see a switch. You flip down and back up. Yeah, it's no link sending video. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's better now. Okay, we should be good, guys. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so guys, one of the questions they had, let's get back out here once it switches back over, is Alex, how hard is it to have me as a neighbor? Would you say? Let me. How hard is it? Not true. Well. That's not true. That's not true. His lawn looks awesome. If you guys want to see it after we're done here, we'll go over and actually take a look at it.
Lawn is okay, but nothing compared to what you guys are seeing here. The stripe action out here is incredible. I don't know how you guys are seeing it through the video.
You gotta talk towards me because the mic.
Through the feed, but it's a whole lot better in person. So.
Yep. All good. All right. Let's see if it keeps. Oh no! I don't know what the Hades.
No link. Let's see. Sending video.
Yeah, it's just sending video. I don't know what's going on. All right. What we'll do is. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, guys, we're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna get back to soil rolling.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, it came back.
Hey, get back on.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You sure? What? So we're tomorrow we have the thing, right? What time is it? Was it start? 3:30. Okay. All right, guys. I think it's back now. Just let me know. I think Alex is out there too, so he'll give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and let me know if it's the audio starts messing up. What I need to do is put the good wireless receiver on this one. I have the nicer setup on the camera that's actually sitting over there, and I need to swap that. Something for me to work on. But yeah, Alex, guys, you guys remember, as far as being able to turn the lawn around, if you guys remember the Fix My Ugly Lawn series from 2020, I think that's what it was. His lawn, in the course of like 3 months, we made a huge change. Alex, when do we do your lawn? As far as like the Fix Me Ugly, when do we do? Is it 2020? 2020, yeah. So 2020. If you guys look at the playlist, it's like the Fix My Ugly Lawn playlist, you'll see how, you know, Alex's lawn went from like a lawn that how most of your lawns look to really awesome over the course of like 3 months. And we're going. Ooh, that was, I do like those stripes. Okay, guys, so later on today when the lighting is better, because right now the sun's right there, you guys will be able to see these stripes even that much better. Because right now they look okay, but when the sun is lower in the sky, they'll be popping even that much more. Good to go? All right, let's see if there's any other questions, comments. Okay, we're back. I love how quiet the mower is. Yeah, it is nice. I mean, you can be out here early in the morning and not make your neighbors mad with this. We're good, guys. So quiet now, Ron. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. I think we're good now. He says, so quiet. Phyllis says, Ron, this brings back memories of being in Jamaica, being a kid, eager and excited when I get up in the morning on a Saturday morning to watch my favorite cartoons. This is so worth it. Hit the like button. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Again, sorry for the technical issues, but it'll get better as I do this more and more. So just bear with me. This is the first, I think this is the first one of 2023 that we've done, right? As far as out in the lawn type stuff. So I already see some things I can make better, and we'll do that for next time. And cut back. Very, very good. I like this guy. So yeah, so when we get done with this, so I'm almost done with the soil rolling with a hollow tine aeration. Once I'm done with this, we'll take the turf rake, put that on the lawn, and what you'll see then is the stripes will really get nice and pronounced then, because the turf rake does two things. One, it picks up all the debris that's in the lawn. That's thing one. But it also combs the grass. It encourages it to grow in that direction, which makes the stripes really pop. And then just a cleanup cut once I'm finished with that, and we'll be good to go as far as doing Essential G and Humic Max. Nice and good. Very good. Labor of love. Labor of love. You gotta enjoy this stuff. Gotta enjoy doing this. Well, what happened with this stripe? Goodness gracious. Right towards the end here, I must have been on my phone when I made this one going the last time. Woo, this is not good. Like towards the end here, guys, it kind of goes like a little cut to the right. So we're gonna fix that up. Make it good and straight. There we go. Can't have you guys talking bad about me. You'll be like, what's up with all the jacked up stripes? You drinking beer or something whenever you're working on the lawn? So yesterday, I already did the front lawn. Yesterday afternoon before the live stream, I did the front lawn, got that all done because I wasn't gonna move all this stuff around there. So that's already finished up. If you guys watched the live stream last night, you can see with the front lawn, the vanity strip and the swale area looks like from a standpoint of the of having this same process done to it. The only real difference between the front lawn and the back lawn, as far as what's going to be going into it, is the front lawn got the Miramichi Organic, the 444 fertilizer, and the back lawn, this area here that I'm on now, is going to get Humic Max. But other than that, they are going to be the same as far as inputs go. As far as granular inputs go, anyway. Looking good. Looking really good. Almost done, guys. Let me point the camera well, actually, you guys are good. I'll just leave it there. I've only got like 4 or 5 passes left. I'll leave it where it is. We got one double wide this way, one double wide this way, and then a single, and we will be complete. We'll be finished. But yeah, I really enjoy, here's the thing guys, I really do enjoy having the utility that this mower provides a lot more than I thought I would. Again, the big reason why I picked it up was the ability to do regular verticutting without making a mess in the lawn. But then the other cartridges, as far as the turf rake and the soil roller, were just icing on the cake as far as additional capability to take care of the lawn and have it look its absolute best. I mean, you guys have seen the lawn in years past when I was just using the GM on it, the 1600, and again, it looked awesome. But I would argue that it looks that much better now. It's like another level. Not necessarily due to the outlet providing a better cut, you get a better mow than the 1600, but it's all the other stuff. It's the verticutting, the turf raking, the other things you're able to do with this system that you can't with a traditional mower is what makes a difference. Almost there. 2 more passes, and then we will turf rake. Actually, we'll switch batteries and we'll turf rake. I might have enough to make it, but why chance it? I got some fresh batteries on the patio there, so why not use them? All right. All right. And we are done with soil rolling. Let me get on a stripe and head back down to you guys. Let's pick this one. Why not? Back it up. We'll do the swap out here. All right, so let's see if there's any questions, comments. What the Hades going on? All right, it's working good. Okay, Sure Guy says, so I cut my perennial rye high at 3.5 inches and it grew long stalks and seeded. So it sounds like seed heads. How do I get rid of those long stalks and stop it from seeding? So similar to what we're dealing with warm season turf, seed heads are a normal thing for this time of year. So give it a few weeks and they should go away, assuming, Sure Guy, that your lawn is getting enough water and it has enough nutrient in it. If those two things hold true, you should be fine as far as the seed heads going away. Something else you can do as well is Primo Max, using a growth regulator. That will also help with suppressing seed heads. Lee says, I'll be looking that up. Fix my lawn video. Any excuse to be outside. Yeah. Lone Star says, greeting Rons. Bang bang. Brandon says, that was awesome. Thanks so much. We're not done. We're not done yet, guys. So let me go and punch in here a little bit, and then we can show you guys swapping cartridges. All right. Can we see the cartridge you're using? Yes, you. Okay, you want which one? You want to see the one I got now and the one I'm going to? Yes, Shauna, we can. So let me put this away, get rid of all the weights, and then I'll pull this out and I'll show you the existing one, and then I'll show you the one that's going to be going in the mower. Actually, we'll do it this way. Let me also move the camera closer, because I'm also going to swap batteries as well too. I got a bunch of stuff I said I was going to show you guys here. Let's go. Right, yeah, and down, and there, and we'll. How about that? That's okay. All right. Is that too dark? No, I think it's okay. It's a little bit dark. All right, so to swap this, we're gonna pull, all it takes to swap cartridges on this is pretty simple. It's just one, first thing, shut it off, which it is, and we will first back the one set screw that holds it in out. And I'll show you guys what I'm using here for the soil rolling. All right, so this is the cartridge that I was using in the mower. This is again, it's not a powered cartridge. It just literally just rolls from the mower moving forward, and it punches 2-inch holes in the soil. That's what I use. So I'm gonna get rid of this, go over there really quick, grab the turf rake, swap that in, and also grab some batteries and show you guys that. So give me 1 second. Run over here, and this guy's heavy, and then the turf rake is actually one of the lighter cartridges. So this guy is essentially a bunch of little spring-loaded fingers. So you can see little hooks that will gently lift the debris out of the lawn and throw them into the grass catcher. So this goes in next. So we'll take this, drop it in the mower like that, align the cogs, and that's it. You bring the set screw down to hold it in place, a locking screw, like that, and now it's set. This one is that's about right. Doesn't need to be too tight. Now, as far as just powering it, I'm gonna go ahead and swap batteries now, because after this we'll mow. We are at 61%. I probably got enough to still do it if I wanted to. But these are the batteries that the mower takes, the Greenworks commercial. These are 5,000 amp hour batteries. So it's enough, typically it's enough to do either 2 mows on a single charge, or like 2 cultivations on a single charge. I can do more than that. I mean, it's like 61%, so I could probably get through turf raking with given how much juice is still in these. But again, since I got a fresh set of batteries over there, there's no reason to not do it. Unless you guys want to see. Unless you guys want to see just how far it'll go before it goes dead. You guys want to see that? Let me see what you guys come back with. Let's hear your thoughts. What do you guys want to? What did you want to see? Another butt delete maybe. What outlet do I have? It is the C27 Evolution. The type of mower I have is a C27 Evolution. That's what it is. You know, let's do it. Let's roll with this and see how far we'll get. I don't know if it's gonna be enough juice to get through the rest of the mow, but we'll give it a shot. Why not? We'll give it a shot. All right, kickstand is up, and let's move the battery, or move the camera back over. So we'll go from here and back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. All right, to like right, like so, like that. And we'll just do the same thing. Okay, so we're good to go there. Camera is level, and grab Bay and bring her back. Sean is like, push to the limit. You guys want to see the RC car run out of juice? Why not, right? All right, powered up. And wait, I also need the grass catcher. All right, so we are on, power's on, and powered up. All right. I'm sorry? You want to go through? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Neighborhood kids are asking if they can cut through the lawn. All right, so I'll show you guys here in a second what comes out of from turf raking. One thing you will notice is the stripes are about to get a lot more pronounced. Yeah, so what's coming out now is just very light debris, just the stuff that didn't get picked up by the, one second, I got FedEx. One second guys, I got FedEx here. Ron Henry? Yep, Ron Henry, yep, that's me. Sir. Thanks, I appreciate it. Delivery. All right, let's keep it going. Swing around. Whoop, and away we go. So this is just the material that didn't make it into the grass catcher when I was verticutting. And you should see this stripe should start getting nice and dark. Should really start popping in nicely. It almost looks, if you look at these stripes, it almost looks like it doesn't need to be mowed, right? Because how good a job the turf rake does cleaning up the lawn. But believe me, it can get even better. It will get even better
once we mow it. Oh, go. I like it. I like it a lot. Making pretty good headway here. So can you guys see the difference? Actually, no, I'll move the camera in a second. You guys will be able to get a better angle and see the difference in the stripe action between what has been turf raked and what has not yet been turf raked. So let's pause it right here. I'll move the camera over. I'll do a couple things. I'll bring this over so you guys can see the debris that's coming out. And then I'll also move it. All right, so if we come over this way, so you can see right now, this is, see here. So let's go over a little bit like that. All right, so this has been, this over here has been turf raked. The right side of the frame, so from here over, has been turf raked. So you can see how nicely defined those are. This is not. So you can see the differences that just from turf raking, by combing the grass in the direction you want it to grow, the difference that makes in how pronounced the stripes become. And as far as debris, let's see here. Let's see, C27, looks good. Hertz, let's go. That was nice of you. They got the goods being dropped off. Can we see the difference? We can see the difference ways it was already. Okay, cool. Yeah, and as far as what's coming out from turf raking, this is what's coming out of there. So this is all, so you said, oh, you know, the verticutter got a lot of it, but that's all the debris that came out from turf raking. So all the stuff that didn't get picked up, those small little fingers are picking up that debris and getting it out of the lawn. And then when I mow it, there's not gonna be hardly anything, just the large, long stragglers and clippings that'll come off. All right. And as they say in Georgia, we continue. Yeah, so it's, you said it's much darker, right? So it is much darker here than it over here, right? It's the same grass, same lighting, everything. So it shows you the difference that working the grass in the direction you want it to grow, how much of a difference when once you have verticut it, and then turf raked it to get rid of all the debris, get all that nasty crud out, the difference in the color that you get. And hasn't even been mowed yet. So when I'm done mowing it, it's gonna look even better. If it's hard, if you can believe that. It will get even better. And the only difference really is the debris is gone and the grass is being combed in the direction of the stripes. That's the big color difference between here and over here. Oh yeah. We'll get this all done, then Essential G and fertilize. And then I'll
get my sprayer out and spray the carbon kit and some Primo, and then I'll be all done. So tomorrow morning I can enjoy Formula One, watch the Monaco Grand Prix. Although as far as Formula One races, it's probably the worst, in my opinion, it's one of the worst ones. And it's got a lot of history, but it's actually a terrible race. There's hardly any passing. It's actually fairly boring to watch. The race is pretty much won in qualifying. But yeah, so anyone that says you can't turf rake to Bermuda, I respectfully disagree. You absolutely can. You just gotta, like anything else, you just can't be, a hooligan about it. You can't get out there and try and cut channels into the lawn, into the turf. You just want to be gentle, take a little bit out. A little bit, and often makes all the difference, as you guys are seeing there. And as Alex said, as good as it looks on camera, in person, it's even better. Yeah. So this is one of my goals for this year, is to getting the lengthwise stripes to look as pronounced as the narrow stripes. So we can get that nice tight checkerboard pattern. Hey guys, also if you haven't watched the live stream, we have a contest that's gonna be running. So between now and June 2nd, so between today, or yesterday and next Friday, be sure to send, if you wanna enter, send pictures of your lawn in. We're trying to get, find the best stripes, the best stripe lawns, best patterns. Feel free to get creative with it. You send that in, June 2nd it ends. We'll have a week to review them all, and then we'll pick a winner. And the prize is a carbon kit. So you get a Release Zero carbon kit sent courtesy of the Golf Course Lawn Store that you can use with whatever fertilizer, you're looking for fertilizer of choice, which is kind of nice. So feel free to enter. The way you enter is you just email the pictures of your lawn to ron@golfcourselawn.com. Use the subject line stripe action. So stripe action in all caps, subject line stripe action, and that way it makes it easier for me to find. I won't miss it. And then you'll be entered in the contest. Something fun to do, right? You can show off all your hard work. Also, as far as any promotions that are running, Miramichi Green is running a promotion this weekend. They partnered with us to do that, to where you can save 5% on granulars. So if you are looking to pick up Essential G, if you're looking to pick up Carbonized PN, or the new organic, the 444 fertilizer, all of those are on there's a promotion running on those where you can save 5% off the retail price by using the code MD, so like Memorial Day, MD23 at checkout. So like Memorial Day 2023, so MD23, 4 digits, MD23 at checkout, and it will save you 5% on any of the Miramichi Green granulars. That includes the super sacks too. So if any of you guys are doing a big top dressing project and you want a bunch of carbonized PN, now is a great way to save 5% on picking some up, right? And it ends on the 30th, so you don't have too much more time. You got today, tomorrow, really through Monday to get your order in, to save on the normal price. So take advantage of that. We don't do very many promotions, hardly any. So the fact that Miramichi partnered with us to do this, to make that happen, it's kind of nice. So take advantage of it. Oh yeah, stripe action is looking fire. And actually, you know what? Something I didn't show you is I didn't turf rake or verticut the right side of the patio. So if you guys want a contrast, that'll be kind of cool. If you guys want to see the difference between how the turf looks from that's been through all this and an area that is still untouched from like how it was this morning, I'll show you guys after we get done here. I'll show you that before I work on it. I'll move the camera here in a second, and then I will check to see if you guys have any questions or comments. So give me one sec finish this pass, head back your way, move the camera, and check for comments. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll pause here for a second. One sec, I'm gonna empty this out, then I'll move you guys. All right. Cool. So let's see what we have for questions or comments. I'll move this guy over. All right. We have Ron is the best guy on long gone YouTube, no doubt. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm the best, but I mean, I think I like to think I bring a unique perspective, a different perspective than some other lawn care YouTubers. Not to say that there's anything wrong with what they do, but I mean, I have my way that I like to do it. So thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate it. Mike J says, I wish I was out flying my drone, but the winds we have in Georgia are no-go. Party at Ron's this summer. We can all watch from the patio. Mike J says, can I win something? I'm struggling with the lawn the most. LOL. Yeah, I mean, just you have a choice. You have a chance to. All you got to do is just get out there and, you know, send in pictures of whatever you're doing on your lawn, and you'll be entered. Send in pictures, and you'll be entered to win. There we go. We're almost finished. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. All right, cool. All right, let's move. Let's finish up this pass. Finish up over here. Then we will mow, and that'll be it. And we'll do Essential G and Humic Max. Then that will really be it. All right. Power up. Oh. Almost there. Uh-oh. Did I break this again? I hear it getting choppy. So I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna widen this up and give you guys a different, be like so. That looks pretty level to me. All right, cool. Hopefully the audio's up better. Sorry for that little audio hit, guys. Where did I end up? I think here. Getting windy. It's getting windy. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. It's a windy day. As like one of the other guys is saying, he wanted to fly his drone, but he couldn't. It's kind of breezy out here today. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it on this charge. And then I will switch batteries and go switch cutting cartridges, switch to the cutting cartridge, and we'll be good to go. Ooh, man, that checkerboard is coming in. I like it. I do like it. almost there. Also, something else, guys, that's new on the store is we launched, yesterday if you're in the live stream, we launched our knowledge base. So you know you have the blog, right, which has all the different various articles and content on top dressing, aeration, growth regulator, all that kind of stuff. But as it's growing, it's difficult, it can be difficult to find exactly what you're looking for. So in the past few months, we've been working on putting together a knowledge base, which is like a, you know, just what it sounds like, a knowledge base, a centralized location to find the information that most of you guys most commonly ask for. So if you go to the golf course lawn store, you go to the guides item in the menu, you'll see a new entry there called knowledge base, and that will take you to just what it sounds like. So a knowledge base that has a section on, you know, top dressing, weed control, fungus, disease management. I mean, pretty much all the things, along with a lawn care glossary of terms. Then the FAQs being finished up, and that should hopefully go up next week. That's the plan. And as you guys have any feedback on it, I'll work to make it better. So just keep, you know, let me know what you guys like about it, what you don't like about it, what can be better, and I will adjust it to make it more useful. So just keep me posted on that. Hopefully you guys like it, because a ton of work went into putting it together. So hopefully you guys find it useful. All right, almost there. 3 more passes. Then we will switch batteries, switch cutting cartridges, put a mow on this. You know, I actually don't like how that camera is sitting. It's leaning. Yeah, I don't like how the tripod is. I gotta fix that. Almost there. Almost there. Last little pass, one more pass, and then we'll swap, and then we'll actually make it look good. All right, boom. We are finished. Now let's swap to the cutting cartridge. Let me move you guys back. I'll move this over here, and then I'll move the camera. One sec, don't go anywhere. All right, I'll bring you guys over so you can see what I'm working with. Man, this tripod is not even remotely level. All right. All right, so let's bring you guys back. Actually, you know, let me give you a pan here, a little shot of what we're looking at so far as checkerboard action. Again, we haven't been mowed yet, but this is what it looks like after. This is after verticutting. So this is after verticutting, soil rolling, and turf raking, and we haven't cut it yet. But you can see those stripes are definitely popping in. Good definition. Looking solid, if I do say so myself. Let's go for it. All right, so this is what I'm going to be doing here as far as all right, so let's now swap cutting cartridges. All right, everything is locked down. It's not going to fall over. All right, so we'll wheel it back. Same thing first, kickstand down, key off, power off. Make sure you guys can see me okay. What will today's step count be? A lot. A lot, that's what it'll be. It'll be a lot. Cool. It'll be a lot. All right, so let's get to cleaning this guy up, get this guy out. So system is off. We're gonna remove the turf rake. Up and lift, it's out. So lay this down. And now we're also gonna swap batteries too, as well now, too. So 1, 2, and 3. These are out. We'll put the fresh ones in. I'm good. I'm just gonna swap batteries, cut it, and be good. All right. Let's do it from this side. I always got my 1, 2, and in, and in. Good. All right. So batteries replaced. Now the cutting unit, cutting head. Then we'll drop the height of cut back down. Remember, we went up 16 clicks, so we'll go down 16 clicks. So we'll grab this guy, which is heavy. All right, line up the cogs, and there we go. It's in, and tighten this down. And what do we do? Remember, we went up 16, so we're gonna go now down 16. All right, so down is clockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is it. That's back to 7/10. That simple. That easy. All right, so now we will throw the grass catcher back on. And I'll move the camera this way so you guys can see the mow like it is. If you guys look up there, you can actually see Alex. He's out there laying his stripes. He's out there laying down some fertilizer. So let's back this out just a scotch. Just leveled up like that, and like that. And let's do it. All right. Key on, kickstand up, and let's roll out. All right, let's line up here and power up. And back this way. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. So all the little stragglers that are sticking up, the mower's gonna clean those off. And then we'll be able to call it good. Oh, I love it. Looking so good. Little cleanup cut. All right, guys, so I'm gonna move the camera back behind me to be able to see these other passes. Man, that's looking good. I mean, I'm not like, you know, tooting my own horn or anything, but man, oh, the stripes. All right, let's move the camera. So what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. I think this looks awesome. So let me move you guys. Oh. There, let's go this way. Shot of Alex's lawn, and we will bring you to right here. One, drop another leg, and like that. Level it off. See, so I told you guys to get better. So over here, turf raked, turf raked, soil rolled, so verticut, soil rolled, turf rake mowed, not mowed yet. And you can already see the difference between that and that. Pretty good. In my opinion anyway. I think it looks pretty good. All right, so let's now make some passes this way, and you guys will get to see the stripes up here down the lawn. Good to go. All right. Dark stripes coming to you, heading your way. Whoop. Oh yeah. So not cut yet, cut. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, guys, so hopefully you guys are seeing, again, you don't, everything I'm doing is not strictly necessary, but hopefully you can see that there is some value in it, because you guys saw how the lawn looked before, and you probably said, oh, this looks pretty good. Why are you going to mess with it? There's nothing wrong with that. But now that you see the results after, a nice cleanup from verticutting, and the soil rolling, you're not really seeing the benefits of that. But from verticutting and then turf raking and then finally a mow, I think that you would agree with me that this is better than it was a few hours ago when we started this process. And I'm accomplishing my goal of getting the lengthwise stripes of popping more. Oh yeah. That is a thing of beauty. So now whenever I alternate, so going forward when I mow now, when I do the cutting in this direction and this direction, the stripes will be equally dark. So no matter which way you look at it, it's going to look good. Oh man, I gotta move the camera down this side. This way, from this way looking that way is when it looks, they're both looking good, but that way it looks better. From that direction looking this way looks better. Yeah, so the nice thing about this, about verticutting, any of the runners, the stolons that got stood up between the verticutting and the turf raking, now the cutting head is just, the cutting head anyway, is just lopping those off, just cutting those off, and what you have is some nicely cropped, well-laid Bermuda grass, and this is gonna, any parts that got a little bit thinner are gonna fill in here in a week or so, and it's gonna be looking really good. So right now it looks okay. A week from now, this is gonna look even better. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring you guys over here, because from this direction, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I'm gonna move you guys. So this side, so you can see the stripes from this angle. Because this looks good that way, from that way looking this way, fire. All right, so this isn't bad, right? Not bad. So this way,
not bad. But now, if I set you here and I turn you around, now, hey, here's the thing, guys. Let me level this off. Now, I hope you're ready for this. There's life before this, there's life after this. So you guys saw the stripes from that one direction. Now, take a look at that. Oh, so good. So crispy, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, move over a little bit more. I think we are level. And I'm gonna lighten this up a little bit. Stay pop a bit better. Level you guys off so it doesn't look like Hades. And all right, and there we go. About like that. All right, on with more mowing. Oh wait, nope, no we're not. I need the grass catcher. I can't throw all that debris that I worked so hard to get rid of right back into the lawn, right? That would be no bueno. Come on, son, come back. Let's see if there's any questions, comments here. He says that mower is awesome. Total domination. Have you ever used seaweed products? Yes, I do. I do use seaweed products. It's actually, the lawn's gonna get seaweed products. Cool, man. Yeah, you got it. The lawn is gonna get seaweed products once I'm done with all this. I just won't film it because I got to do it on the table where all my electronics are, so I got to move all that first. This is the lawn is awesome. The mower is awesome. It is. The mower is pretty awesome. All right. You don't mulch your grass anymore? No, I don't mulch it. And now I'm gonna continue mowing. So you guys wanted to? All right. Yeah, it is. So you guys see the difference, right? You guys, anyways that have followed the channel for a while, you guys saw how the lawn looked when it was just being cut with the Greensmaster, which again, it looked good. It looked awesome, right? But it didn't look anything like, it looked like this. Like this is another level. And the difference is not the mower, it's not the cutting head, it's all the other stuff, right? It's the verticutting, the turf raking, it's all of that. And then you couple that with regular mowing, and you get something that looks pretty insane. So if you ask why I got the Owlet, now you can see why. That's why. Last year I wasn't able to show this. I wanted to film a sequence like this, but I said, you know, I'm gonna wait till this year and do it. And now the weather's good, so I decided to do a live stream showing you guys from soup to nuts, doing the entire process. So verticutting, turf raking, and then finally the cleanup cut. Oh yeah. Well done, Owlet. Good equipment. Good job. Good job. Very nice. It was definitely a good call putting the sandbags on that tent. It would have blown away by now. I had a disaster on my hands. I'm getting that football pitch look. That's what I wanted.
You ever watch like Premier League? Watch any of the soccer, the European soccer? You look at their sports fields, their pitches. That nice checkerboard is what I was after. So I'm getting there. Not quite there yet. It's not quite on their level yet, but it is improving. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're over the hump. And the mower, as far as, you guys, none of you have asked this, but earlier this week, I did back lap the Allet. So I did give it a back lap. I mean, with everything you're going on here, the last thing you want to do is add all this stress to the turf and then come out here with like a mower that's not razor sharp and you know, cause a bunch of unnecessary injury. So the mower is nicely all set up. You guys can hear it. It's not making, I'll shut up, I'll stop talking, you can hear it run. It's not making a lot of noise. And I've got the reel to bed knife clearance. So I'll be quiet here for a second. You can just hear just the mower. This is just the cutting head turning. You hear that? So you hear it running, but it doesn't have this really nasty metal on metal sound. That's really what you're going for. If it's set up properly, you should be able to take a piece of paper, printer paper, fold it in half, and it will cut the paper well, you know what I mean? And it's not going to, you're not gonna have metal on metal. So really, after a fresh back lap, this is what your mower should sound like whenever it's running. It shouldn't be this nasty metal on metal sound. And we're about having to empty the grass catcher, so one more empty should about do it, and then we'll be able to finish up this last third. All right, we're gonna stop right here when I get back in the frame. And we'll call that. Not bad. You guys can see the clippings that are coming off. Mainly what this is are all the stolons, all the grass that got lifted up by the verticutting and turf raking, and it's just clipping those off, just giving it a nice little haircut, a little trim. It gives it a nice smooth appearance. So I'm gonna empty this out. I'll move the camera. We'll finish up cutting right here, and that'll be we'll be about done. All right, looking bueno. I'll move you guys otra vez. Okay. All right. So All right. Of course I picked a day when it's super windy, right? Can you guys hear me okay? No, I think the camera is too far away from the base. Let me move you guys to like this. And I'm gonna turn the base station around. Stand by, 1 second. I'm gonna fix it. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay. That should be better. All right, turn the antennas. So oh, sorry, LG. Dang it, did I do LG? Print, sing your thing back. I butt deleted. What did they say? Dang it. LG mesmerizing. Now I'm inspired. How do I fix it? I'm inspired to go out and give my lawn the outlet treatment. Yeah, LG, I'm sorry for accidentally deleting your super chat. I put the mower, I put my phone in my pocket and I butt deleted. It's a thing. Sorry about that. It wasn't intentional. I did this and it went bloop, deleted. So sorry about that. This is not level. This looks like crapola. Let's fix this. It's not level. That is more better. Okay, cool. All right, so other questions. Toot toot from Phyllis. Thanks, Phyllis. Bang bro, sheesh. Need some outfielders out there. You don't mulch your grass anymore? No, I don't. It says, now I need to love my lawn. I'm ecstatic of how beautiful the cut looks and how the stripes are fire. I appreciate it, Garland. Happy Memorial Day, Ron. Thanks for sharing. Amazing tool. Beautiful lawn. Fairway Bermuda, amazing, beautiful, smooth, and keep up the great work. Nice, cool. LG, dang it, what did I do? Hang on, LG, dude, how did it happen that I actually, how do I remove you from, dude, I'm sorry, man. I put my, I deleted his super chat, my button deleted his super chat and put him in timeout. I am sorry, LG. You should be able to come back here in a little bit. Hang on, I'm gonna apologize to you. I want to apologize because, let's see, LG, sorry. So yeah, all right, cool. Let's put some more, let's lay some more stripes. Let's get it done. We're almost there, Then it'll be Essential G, Humic Max, and then we'll be done. Power it up. We're getting there. I think double wides was the right call. So if I have one regret, when I first started with the outlet, I did singles and I should have started with doubles. Double wides are definitely a better look given the size of the lawn. So now I had to pay to fix it. Had to get out here and reset all the stripes, which is never fun. Heaven help you if you ever have to do that in the lawn. It's a pain in the neck to do it. Oh man. Lovely, 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 lovely. A few more passes and then it'll be Essential G and Humic Max time. Then I'll answer some questions if you guys want. And then I'll break this all down and get my sprayer out, spray it, and call it good for the weekend. I will run irrigation. So before you guys ask me the questions, what I'm gonna do is do the granulars first. If any of you guys that watch this live stream, I know it sounds like a broken record, but I'll repeat it. I'm gonna do my granulars first, spray the liquids, and then tomorrow morning, either this evening or tomorrow morning, I'll run irrigation to water it in. So I want to give the liquids that I'm going to spray on the lawn, Primo Max and the carbon kit, adequate time to dry, and then we'll water it in, and we're good until June 15th. Right? Just mowing, just the fun stuff. Just the fun stuff. Oh yeah. This little slope here is not fun, but we manage. All right, and turn uphill. You can do it, Alec. Let's go. And our last few little passes here. Man, there's nothing like a sharp mower, I gotta tell you. Nothing like mowing with sharp equipment. Makes a night and day difference. Not bad. All right, so this is the final result after all the cutting, after the verticutting, soil rolling, turf raking, and finally that cleanup cut. Not bad. So I want to see how defined these stripes are. I want these to be as defined as those. They're not quite there yet. So I want to get these guys looking like how these look. And that's the goal over the course of this season. That's why I'm not introducing like diagonals or anything like that. But overall, I think you guys would agree that this looks pretty good. All right, now for some Essential G and Humic Max. But you know what? I don't think you guys don't want to see that. I don't think you guys really care to see that, right? I mean, do you guys care? I'll check here in a second if you guys want to see Humic Max and Essential G go down. If not, you can just say, nah, we've seen that. You won't hurt my feelings. And then I'll just do that off cam. So let me get this down a little bit here like that. And we'll zoom in a bit more like that, and we'll call it. All right, cool. Let me get the mower, bring it back, see if there's any questions, comments. Phyllis says outstanding, nice, cool. Of course, Fabe336 is like, yes, you want to see it. Of course you would. I shouldn't have asked. I should have just said, guys, the stream's over. I'm done. But you guys want to see it all. The demanding bunch you guys are. All right, let's go. Alrighty. Good job, Alec. Good more. Good job. All right, as far as clippings, that's what we got. That's what we got from that last empty out. All right, so let's just do it this way. I'm gonna move the camera out over here, and then you guys can watch me just throw that down. All right, we'll back it out about like this. About like so. Uh-oh. The tent's going flying. 1 second. Be right back. Let me fix it. Hold on, sandbags. Hold on. Whew. All right. Thank goodness for the sandbags. So 1, we'll do an extra one. 2. Let's move this. 3. And all right, I think we're good. The tent tried to go for a ride. So since I don't need those sandbags anymore, I'm gonna double up. Let's move this out of the way. All right, we're gonna do Essential G first. So pull this out. Get closer so the hopper is closed. We're gonna go heavy here, so I'm gonna go, let's go with a setting of 20. Bring you guys in. All right, bring you guys in here so you can see what I'm doing. All right. All right, so what I'm doing here as far as ESG goes is I'm going heavier. So I've got 4 bags. That's more than I would normally do on the back lawn, but you know, I punished it. I gave it a little bit of beating today, so we'll treat it. So what I like to do is I like to take these and just take like 2 of the bags and just drop them on different parts of the lawn. So we'll drop one about here, and we'll drop another one like out there, about like that. And then how I like to do this, I got the spreader set to 20, hopper is closed. This stuff you technically could put in the hopper on the grass because you're not going to burn your lawn with it if you spill some of this out here. But as a general rule, it's not a good idea to fill a spreader with fertilizer on the turf grass. You should do it on concrete in case there's spills, you don't damage your lawn. Take it from someone that's actually done it and made a mistake, do it on concrete if at all possible. So we'll grab this, drop it in, break out knife, and just lift, and that's it. all that awesomeness. Let's, so you guys saw that. Let me move you guys back now, and let's go right here first. Letting it coming towards us, and then I'll move you guys one more again. All right. I'm gonna plug this camera in, save battery, because I know I'm running real low. Since I'm here, may as well run off of that. Okay, so you guys can see. There we go. About like that. Can you guys see that? Looks good. We'll go with that. All right. Okay. Now where we go. Hopper's closed. Let me move you guys, give you a different angle so you can see the lawn, see when we do the rest of the lawn. All right, it's saying 45 minutes left on this battery. I don't believe it. So let's go about like that, and level you off, and we'll do, all right, we'll make our essential G passes. Everything's locked off, looks good, exposure looks good. All right, away we go. And we go. Lab where they tested the effects of charged biochar on plants. They had some tomato plants and some other plants that they used as their control, or as what they were using for their test case, not their control, for their test case. And the results were pretty, I can open this up a little bit more. The results were pretty apparent. I mean, they confirmed what I already knew, because again, I've been using this stuff on my lawn for now, we're on year three plus, and the lawn's never looked better ever since I started introducing granular biostimulants to my lawn care program. So absolutely love it. All right, and we're out of the gasoline. So hopper is closed. Before you walk away from your spreader, always make sure of that. Make sure the hopper is closed. And again, this Essential G, I don't have a problem with doing this, putting this in a spreader on the lawn, because if you happen to spill some of it, not that big a deal. You would not want to do fertilizer on your lawn. Don't put fertilizer in a spreader, even if the hopper is closed on your lawn, because if you do like that, you'll burn the grass. right? So you don't want to have that problem. But this stuff is not going to do that. So it's fine. And away we go. Looking good. So as far as the sequence I use, for any of you guys that are new to watching the live stream and like the order I like to do my applications, I'll do essential G first and then followed by whatever granular fertilizer I'm using. In my case, it's Humic Max. And then after you're done with that, you can spray whatever liquids you're using. So if you're spraying Primo or biostimulants or whatever you happen to be using on your lawn, I do that after I'm done with the granular inputs. All right. The last bag is in. That'll be enough to do, more enough to finish up this last part of the lawn. Good stuff. Has a little bit of a twang to it, a little odor to it, but that's all right. That's all right. It works. All right. We're just gonna make it. All right, first thing, close hopper. Now, time for the Humic Max. With this one, we're gonna be a little more disciplined on how we apply it. You guys saw when I was making my passes towards the end there, I wasn't really shutting the hopper off, or shutting the hopper. You want to do that with fertilizer. You don't want to do, with a granular biostimulant, you can get away with it, but with a fertilizer, you want to be a little more disciplined in your application. So as far as rate, or what I'm setting my spreader to for this, I'm not sure if you guys can see me over there. Let's see. Can you see me? Now you can. All right. So as far as application goes, I am going to be doing this with a setting of 13 is what I'm going to be running. Guys, the battery's about to go dead here, so I'm going to have to, you guys are probably not going to be able to see the end of this. It says it's got 22 minutes left, but really it's not, doesn't have that much. So let's do this. Let me just bring this over here and I can plug this in because it's about to go dead. Let me bring you guys over here. All right, plug this in where I want it. 13, there we go. It's gonna be about half a pound. lock it down. Again, confirm that this is closed. And because I'm not going to use the entire bag, because it's not going to take that to do this, I'm not going to cut the bottom of it. Whatever's left, I can always just pour back into it. But, so I want to make sure I can close the bag back up. So go here, and that feels about right. We'll see. So that's how much I'm going to use. You guys are going to have to watch from the patio because this is where I have power, and if unfortunately the battery is powering both the microphone and the camera. So if it goes dead, you're going to lose all of it. So I'll go right here. You guys can see me apply it here, and then we'll move over to the rest of the lawn. Okay. So got Humid Max, and here we go. And now I shut it off, turn, and then come back. So with fertilizer, you really don't want to run, you don't want to do like a whip turn with fertilizer. I mean, that's a good way to over apply it. So shut it off, turn, back on, and go. Shut it off, turn, make sure we're good and level. Actually, I'll leave it here. And down to here, stop this. Hopper is closed. I normally wouldn't stop even the hopper on the lawn with fertilizer in it, but let's see. How far can I move this? I can move this extension cord a little bit further back. We can do that. I can give you guys a little bit better angle. We can come. You guys can get to like right. All right. So this right now, guys, unfortunately, this is the best I can do for you because that's as far as my extension cord is going to go for this camera. Let me even you off here a little bit and give you your level. See if I come back here. Okay, guys, I think I should be coming back. 1 second. 1 second. All right, can you hear me? Good. Yep. Sorry about that. Again, the batteries on the camera that run the microphone. Is that? Let me see if we can come over here and not still connecting. Yep. So that's the current state of the lawn. See, I'm waving over here. Let me actually move the camera so you guys can get a better look. You don't want to see me. You can already see me with this one. 1 second. Give you guys a better look this away. How about that? That's more better. That's more pretty, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, that's the lawn after all the work. You guys saw it. We did the verticutting, we did the turf raking, we did the verticutting, we did the soil roller, we did the turf raking, and then finally a cleanup cut, and then we fed it, gave it the granular, gave it what it needed. Yep, so our audio's back. Cool. So a lot of work. I should be back. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to reboot this thing with, again, battery going low. All right, well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We are running, you know, my audio is about to go dead. It's really about to go flat. So, hope you guys got some value out of this. And if anything, it was just fun and entertaining to watch me get out here and suffer in the lawn and fight through all the technical issues. But it was fun. Hopefully, fun for me. Hopefully, it was fun for you guys as well. Again, this weekend, on the Golf Course Lawn Store, we are running a Memorial Day promotional on the Essential G, the 444, and also carbonized PN. You can save 5% using the code MD, so like Memorial Day, MD23 at checkout. There's no limits, so feel free to load up. It's likely going to be the only sale we're going to run this year because, again, we really have to have one of our partners, one of our like Marine to partner with us to be able to make that happen. So a lot of thanks to them for that. Again, appreciate you guys watching and taking some time on your Saturday to watch the show. Have an amazing weekend. If I can help with anything else, feel free to drop me a line, drop me an email. And if any of you guys email me questions while I was out on the lawn, once I get done with all this work, I will go through my email and I will email you back. I'll get you an answer. Again, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys next Friday. Have an amazing and safe Memorial Day weekend. Take care.